Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Fox Valley Technical College. High school students get a head start in their college education, saving an average of more than $600. Learn more at fvtc.edu/gettechnical.
Division I state quarterfinals after a 3-hour rain delay would see SPASH welcome Appleton North to the Diamond. And in the bottom of the first, center fielder Jordan Roth got things started for the Panthers. A double, and after the throw gets away, she would round all four and touch home to get things going. And after one complete, SPASH would lead this one 1-0. Roth would continue her strong day. A drive into the gap would drive in Audrina Placeway. And after 2 innings, it would be 2-0 Panthers, but then it was time for Appleton North to get things going. Freshman catcher Drew Brown got things going with an RBI single after a wild pitch tied the game as well. And then a throwing error down to second would bring in the go-ahead run. And then as they rounded third, the throw coming in there would get away. And it would be a 2-run play for the Lightning. They would take the lead and they would not relinquish it. Next inning, Charlotte Radke would drive an RBI single all the way to the fence. It would be 5-2 at that point, and they would keep pouring it on. SPASH would get a run back on this RBI single from Sophia Abundis as she continued a huge playoff run during her sophomore campaign. But then it was Appleton North again, and it was Drew Brown again. A drive deep would drive in a pair of runs, and the offense would continue to shine for Appleton North. Later on, the exclamation point offensively down the line, Kira Hughes drives in a couple of runs to give a 10-run performance for a great Lightning offense, and then the defense would go to work. SPASH trying to mount a comeback has Aubrey Itzen at the plate, a drive into deep center with 2 outs, but Valerie Baranchek crashing into the fence, makes the catch, ends the inning, and it would go to the 7th, and then it would be sophomore pitcher Charlotte Radke. With 2 outs, she gets the strikeout to send Appleton North on to the state semifinals. They would win this one by a score of 10-3 and will face Muskego for a chance at Championship Saturday.
You got girls willing to crash into walls for you. What does that say about your team?
All right, that's who they are, right? One senior on this team, but they lay it on the line for each other. All year we've had a motto, me over we. You know, we're process over results, and if we focus on our processes, the results more than often are going to go in our favor, and this will put a lot on the line for each other. After a 3.5, 4-hour delay, you know, all of a sudden we didn't think we were going to play. The radar didn't look good, and all of a sudden they come in and like, you got in 5 minutes, you got to be in there warming up, get your kids going, ready to go. And Charlotte is very finicky on how she likes to set up for pitching, and we didn't have a time, so that was a little hairy. But she's an absolute warrior. She goes out and battles. I thought she pitched absolutely fantastic against what a lot of people would tell you is the best offense in the state.
Coach, just talk about the journey this season has taken. It's been a pretty magical year to see SPASH make another trip to state.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, we've got some great kids that have done a really good job, and I think we improved throughout the year. You know, unfortunately, we just weren't. We didn't play our best game today, and Appleton North played a great game. They got hot when they needed to, and they kind of rode the wave of momentum. We just couldn't get it going. You know, getting single runs in an inning and not putting up crooked numbers sometimes come back to haunt you, and they were able to do it today, and we weren't.
As you broke it down, you had one last final word with your 4 seniors, and just talk about what they've meant to this program.
Well, they're just great. They're great human beings, to be honest with you, and they care about the sport. They've been great leaders in our program from the get-go. We've got kids that have played multiple years in the program, so anytime you played multiple years, a couple kids that had four years, you know, that's pretty tough. You don't normally have that, and they become like sort of like family to you, and you don't want to see them hurting. And I certainly care a lot about them as individuals and wish them nothing but the best. But they were great leaders in our program, and just want to thank them for everything.
Thank you for watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Fox Valley Technical College. High school students get a head start in their college education, saving an average of more than $600. Learn more at fvtc.edu/gettechnical.
I think a lot of people choose a career in criminal justice because they want to help people and make a difference. At Fox Valley Technical College, it's much deeper than that. I feel a sense of purpose.
I'm training at a one-of-a-kind center, learning from instructors who care, who've done the job and know what it takes to be successful.
This is more than just a career. This is what I was meant to do.
I'm building a future I'm proud of at Fox Valley Tech.